everyone, RogueGold here, and today I thought we would take a moment to turn our attention away from the ninja bike and exotic farms and transmog bugs and talk about year 5. If you've seen my recent videos, then you'll know that I said I think we are actually quite close to the commencement of the year 5 season 1 PTS, likely within a month, if not just 2 or so weeks away. And beyond that, year 5 itself is set to begin in just about 2 months according to the in-game season 11 calendar, so it's on the way. And so I figured this might be a good opportunity to take a look at everything we know so far that it's bringing, because between the known issues board and the recent season 11 reveal stream and plenty of other sources, we actually have a pretty good picture at how it's going to kick off. So if that sounds good, you want a bit of a sneak peek on what the next major update in year 4 the Division 2 is set to bring, then strap in. If you end up enjoying this video, a like would be very appreciated, and be sure to click that subscribe button as well as turning on the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of my upcoming year 5 coverage. Without further ado, let's get into this. I've got a list of the major additions we know of so far that are slated to be coming with year 5. For this video, I'm steering clear of speculated additions or minor changes that may have been mentioned, or even my own personal wishes. This is purely big ticket items that we know about, so let's just go through them one by one. Starting with easily the biggest thing on here and what people are the most excited for, and that is the brand new Descent game mode. This is going to be a roguelike experience within the Division 2, featuring new locations to explore and brand new playstyles to unlock and fight with. There's a lot of information to cover with this game mode alone, more than I could reasonably fit into this overview video, but fortunately I did just recently release a video where I deep dived into everything we do know about Descent. So if you want to hear about some of those more fine details and know what exactly to expect there, I will pin that video in the upper corner right now, as well as leave a link in the description so you can go and check it out. But yeah, new game mode, you can play through it solo or co-op, gives an all new combat experience within the Division. Safe to say this is going to be one of the major highlights for the first update in year 5. Next, let's then talk about the actual season that will be coming with the update, Season 1. Now, it's important to clarify right off the bat that this is not a rerun of the Season 1 that we had years ago. Instead, the devs have explained that they're simply changing the way in which they name their seasons for clarity's sake. So instead of us heading into Season 12, 13, 14, they think moving forward it will be a lot easier to understand if they go by Year 5 Season 1, Year 5 Season 2, etc. And that will presumably reset with the start of each new year if we were to get a Year 6 or 7. So Year 5 Season 1 will be a brand new season. What can we expect from it? Well, of course, we'll have a new storyline to follow. It's expected that Season 11, the current season in-game, is going to end off with a bang, so I think it's safe to say that Year 5 Season 1 will have some fun stuff to follow up with there. There could be changes made to the manhunt and overall seasonal system. We've seen the devs make improvements in iterations to the seasonal presentation throughout year 4, so I'm certainly looking forward to see what more they might do there. And then, of course, a season brings along with it a variety of loot and gear offerings. There's going to be new exotics, a new gear set, brand set, potentially new talents, new named items. In years past, it was a given that new seasons would also introduce new high-end weapons. That didn't happen for Season 10 or 11 in year 4. However, since this is a kickoff season for year 5, seeing how we did get new weapons for year 4's kickoff season in Season 9, I have a feeling we might get a few new high-end weapons this time around, and that would obviously be super awesome to see. Next up, we've got a whole new slew of revamps that are now in the works, and many are set to drop with this first update in year 5. Let's start with the big one though, the Specialization Rework. This was first teased to us all the way back in October of 2021. So literally a year and a half ago, which is insane. The status of this thing is unknown. There have not been any concrete updates on it in a long time. I'm really hoping it's still coming along well. It's something that I was immensely excited for when it was first announced, and I still believe it could be a majorly beneficial change for the game. What we do know about this rework heading into year 5 is that on the Season 11 reveal stream the devs recently held, it was more or less confirmed that they will be giving some kind of an update in their next live stream, which is going to be the reveal stream for year 5 Season 1, likely sometime in May. So we don't have the answers quite yet, but we should get them here in the next coming weeks. Then there is the Conflict XP revamp to go over. We've known about this for a little while, but once again, it was confirmed to us in the recent Season 11 reveal stream that this revamp will be coming in Year 5 Season 1. The basic gist of it is that playing Conflict will now be much more rewarding. The devs are going to make it so that player kills now grant normal experience, so finally PvP can now contribute to your SHD level and Season Pass progression. That on its own is going to be great, but they've also said they're looking into giving Conflict targeted loot, as well as adding in the chance to receive exotic components from Conflict caches. All of it is music to my ears. As a PvP player, this kind of stuff will greatly re-incentivize PvP play, so that's great. There are a few concerns I have with this revamp, but I won't go into those here. I did a standalone video where I gave the entirety of my thoughts on it. I'll pin that up above, so feel free to check that out if you're interested. As a whole though, I am really looking forward to that rework going live. Then we have a general game-wide XP revamp in the works as well. In that recent Season 11 reveal stream, the team shared some of their plans with this. Basically, they want to rebalance and restructure XP across the game. Make it so that there's not just these selective activities that are super good to run and others that are just a waste of time. So what they've said they plan to do is to increase the XP gain for the vast majority of activities in the game, while also decreasing a select few that they think are currently too high. If I had to guess, I would say that likely includes the resource convoys, maybe a few others. That part of it will be a bummer, but if the net changes result in overall higher XP gain for the same amount of time playing the game, then that's a win. Certainly if we can now play more stuff and be better rewarded for our time. So I'm sure we will get more details on this as we approach Year 5 Season 1, but this revamp is indeed slated to go live with that update as well. That is all we've got at the moment for the big confirmed items we know are coming with this inaugural update. However, I do also want to talk about the fact that there is likely more that we don't yet know. Keep in mind that Year 5 has been in the works since mid-2022, and the major piece of content we know is coming with it so far, Descent, was originally planned for Season 11. So I very much have a feeling that Year 5 Season 1 was not originally planned to be going live with no big new content coming with it, especially for it being one of those kickoff updates as I mentioned. So all I'm going to say for now is stay tuned. Certainly nothing is set in stone. Things could have shifted around once Descent got delayed and they might have kind of restructured what they had planned, but I have a feeling that there might be a few surprises up massive sleeve when it comes to new content additions for Year 5 Season 1. We'll just have to wait and see. I did also want to talk about the rest of the year. Obviously, Year 5 is not just one update. Pretty much all we know about Year 5 at this point is what's coming in the Season 1 update. My guess is that they'll follow Year 4's model and do 2 more major updates after that. So Season 2 will be 3 to 4 months after Season 1, and then Season 3, another 3 to 4 after that. At this point, we have no idea what those updates will contain. However, in the latest roadmap we got for the game, they did label the next live stream as covering, quote, Year 5 plans. So I think there is a very good chance that we will get some insight into what we can expect for the rest of the year whenever that stream does roll around. And with that, my friends, you now know about everything we currently know for what to expect in the Division 2's Year 5. A lot of exciting stuff. Honestly, the Season 1 update seems to be pretty stacked, especially if there is more yet to be announced content. A new game mode, 2 big revamps, more content, and a season? Sign me up. It's really going to be a fun next few weeks here as we hopefully get more word on the coming PTS, find out what it is going to contain, and starting off on the road down towards the release of Season 1. Let me know your thoughts on any and everything we covered in this video. From what is confirmed so far, what are you most looking forward to in Year 5? Do you think there could be more content planned for Season 1? And what are some of your wild guesses and theories as for what the rest of the year could have in store? Whatever you're thinking, let me know down below, and as always, I will be very curious to read through it. Just wanted to take a quick second here and say thank you all so much for the support lately. Basically, all of 2023 so far has just been insane on here, and I am so grateful. I just can't wait for us to get later into the year when we have more of this stuff coming out. It's going to be awesome. But that's all I've got for now. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. RogueGold. Ow.